Only when you want it, babe. You tend to forget everything I ever said. Skin on ground and shaking, I can barely stand. Girl, that's why I always keep you close to hand.
Hi guys, so today I'm going to be filming this amazing like teal, gold, bronzy look. Like, are you feeling this? Because I'm feeling this. You better be feeling this. I was actually wearing this a really long time ago. I think it was my foundation video that I did, and I was wearing this look, and I always planned to film it. Like, I wrote it down. I was like, I need to film that look because I loved it so much, and a few of you guys actually commented that about the look, and I really wanted to film it, so I finally got around to doing it, like a few months later, of course. Really glad that I filmed this look because I think it is sickening. Like, this is, I would wear a look like this out. Green is probably, like, this sort of green is probably one of the only like colors that I would literally go out in public with. Like, I wouldn't go out with purple, I wouldn't go out with blue, but I would definitely go out with like teal. I think it looks amazing. Please follow me on Instagram. It is at demi.rawling. Guys, I've been stepping up my Insta game, like trying to at least. Like, in my eyes, like compared to what I used to post, like I'm really trying, guys. I'm really trying, and I don't know, I'm really actually enjoying it because I'm trying to show a little bit more of who I am, like what style I like and stuff. YouTube is like my love though. Like, I'll never not love doing YouTube, but I'm enjoying Instagram right now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, so I've already got my brows on. I always kind of skip past that, but let me know, guys. Do you want me to do that one day? Like, do a separate brow video? Because I always skip past because I find brows to be like literally the most boring thing ever, but just let me know if you want to see that. I've already primed my lids. I just used a bit of concealer on my lids, and I'm just going to go ahead and set it down with a white. This is from the Zoeva Caramel Melange palette. I'm just going to quickly go ahead and dust that over my lids. I did this makeup look like a little while ago, and I loved it, and I wrote it down to film it because I loved it that much. I was like, this look is epic, and I really wanted to film it, and I just kind of did other things in between. So yeah, I know it's late, but let's do this. Guys, I started watching Shameless yesterday. Oh my god, like I did not expect it to be that good because everyone talks about it, and I saw on IMDb that had a really good rating, but it was just never a show that I was like, I need to watch that right now. And then I started watching it last night and I was like, what? Like, this is so good. Probably gonna binge watch all the seasons in the next couple of days. I'm just gonna grab my MAC 224. It's just a fluffy big blending brush. Gonna dip into the same palette. I have no idea, guys, no idea what eyeshadows I used when I did this, but we're just gonna play around and see. Okay, so I'm gonna dip into this shade right here. It's called Universal Delight. So I'm just gonna dust that kind of above the crease area a little bit. I know some people are gonna hate me for this next thing, but I'm grabbing the Jeffree Star Androgyny palette. I actually bought this palette literally the second that it released, and I've had it for ages, but I can't deny that the quality of the eyeshadows are good. I use it sometimes whenever I want to use like a cool color, because it does have an amazing range of colors in here. So what I'm gonna do is go into Poison right here. I'm gonna take some of that on my E45 blending brush. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is start by squishing it into the lash line and kind of working it into the crease as well. Oh my god, I love teal so much. Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is grab this brush by Zoeva. It's kind of like a flat, you guys can see it's like a dense, flat kind of brush. And I've been doing this a lot, and it works so well. Like, it works really well. And what I do is take some of the shade on the brush and use it to kind of really define like a feline cat kind of wing sort of shape, and it just works really well. Instead of using more of like a bigger brush like this, like a bigger fluffier brush, I'm using like a more dense brush, and it really creates like a nice sharp shape. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do with that, and then we'll blend it out obviously. And always use your lower lash line as kind of like a guide, because that way you know that it will look like a seamless transition from like the top eyeshadows into the bottom. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is go back in with the E45 by Sigma, grab a little bit more of that colour on, and just kind of start to just pack a little bit more of the colour around. And I'm also going to bring it in here. Okay, so obviously we've lost quite a lot of the teal colour. So I'm going to go back into the Jeffree Star palette, grab a little bit more of the teal on the small kind of dense brush that I was using, and just really kind of start to pack on the colour. Okay, and then interchanging it with the Sigma E45. It's all about just like kind of a little bit of tools and like handiwork, I guess you could say. You just kind of have to keep building and blending. I'm loving the shape that we have going on here. Super feline, if you know what I'm saying. We need some more depth though, because it's very like mono color right now, and I don't want that. So I'm gonna go ahead into my Viseart dark matte palette. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go into this color right here, take it on my exact same Sigma E45 brush. So I'm quickly going to go ahead and grab this little E25 by Sigma. I'm going to grab some of the teal from the Jeffree Star palette, and what I'm going to do now is just kind of start to blend all of that in together, if you know what I'm saying. I just really want this to be just like a really blown out teal smoky eye. Okay, so obviously I need to go back in with my 224 by MAC. I'm going to grab the first transition shade that I used from the Zoeva palette and just kind of start to blend above that now. So what I'm going to do now, I actually wasn't even planning on doing this, but I think that I want to put a little bit of black just in the outer corner near like my lash line. I think I want to do that. So what I'm going to do is dip into the Viseart neutral matte palette and grab the black from up here on the same brush that I've been using. So like I said, I'm just going to squish a little bit of that into my lash line and wing it out a little bit, just a little. Okay, so for the lid colour, I'm going to go into all of my Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadows over here. And I'm going to mix this obviously beautiful green teal shade with this blue shade and apply it to like my lid here, like the centre of my lid, and like blend it into the outer corner of the shadow. But I'm going to go ahead and apply something else here, so stay tuned for that. The brush that I'm using is the MAC 242. So like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and apply it to like the lid and blend it into the outer corner of the shadow. And I'm getting mad fallout again. Awesome. I'm gonna dip into a little bit of the teal shade, and what I'm gonna do is just really lightly just kind of blend where that line is. Okay, so then now what I'm going to do, and in my opinion this is what takes this look from being around here to like amazing, is grab Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadow in Magic Act right here. Magic Act is hands down my favourite like gold to use on the lid. So what I'm going to do is just take it on a small little flat brush. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and apply it to the inner part of my lid and kind of like blend it into the teal. So now what I'm going to do is do my lashes obviously, so I'm going to give them a quick coat with the Covergirl Peacock Flare. Oh, teal, teal, teal. Okay, so my lashes are still kind of taking a little bit of time to dry. I'm going to move on to the skin in the meantime. I'm going to start with, obviously, primer. So I'm going to use the Becca First Light Priming Filter. Look, that's when you know you need to start getting a new beauty blender. For foundation, I'm going to go ahead and mix the Kogendo Aqua Foundation with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. Guys, I want this to be like full beat. Like, this is not little natural, little do, like a little bit of this. Like, this is full glam today. I want to go all out. So I'm going to go ahead and mix these two together. Okay, so I'm actually going to take this little flat brush and just kind of stipple that all into my skin first before I use my beauty blender. It's because I need some coverage today. My skin is not looking good. It is not looking good. It is not. And then using my beauty blender and just kind of go over the top of that. Okay, so next up I'm going to go ahead and correct my under eyes with the Peripera Ink Corrector. I actually need to get another one of these because this one is definitely running low. I'm using my beauty blender and just kind of blending that in a little bit. Okay, so now for concealer, can you guys guess which concealer I'm going to use? Of course, I'm going to use the Saem's Cover Perfection Tip Concealer because it is the best of the best of the best. There is no other better concealer, and I've tried a lot, so this is the best one. I'm going to use the lighter shade today because I really want the areas on my face like really highlighted, so I'm going to apply it to under my eyes, the center of my nose, forehead, chin, because I really want that like I want to look beat today, guys. Like not just a little, like a lot. So okay, and then before that has time to crease, I'm going to go ahead and set it with the RCMA No Color Powder. Now I am going to set everywhere on my face. I want, like I said, the matte beat look, so I'm going to set everywhere, not just under my eyes. Maybe you should take it slow, okay, so moving back to the eyes, the first thing that I'm going to do is dip into the Viseart Warm Matte Palette, and I'm going to grab the shade that I've been using, and I'm going to take that on my Zoeva brow line brush. I'm going to go ahead and tight line under my lash line. I just want it to be pretty simple under the lash line. I don't want to do anything too fancy. Okay, so obviously I need to blend that out. I'm just going to grab a pencil brush and go into the Jeffree Star palette and grab the teal. Just a little bit of it. Make sure that you haven't got too much on your brush, otherwise you'll end up with eyeshadow down here. So what I'm going to do is just dab a little bit of that and blend out my lower lash line. And finally, to finish off the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and highlight my inner corner with the Charlotte Tilbury Bar of Gold. I'm going to use my MAC 228 and just kind of pop a little bit in the inner corner. I think I'm also going to touch a little bit of the highlight under my brow as well. Oh yeah, I am feeling it. I am loving this look, guys.
Take me away from home. Show me all the places I've never known.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead with MAC Smolder, just a black eyeliner, and apply it to the waterline. I was tossing up between black or nude, but I kind of want this to look really smoky and sultry, so I'm going to go for black. So we can now move back to the skin. The first thing that I'm going to do is bronze up my skin because I do want this look to be quite bronzy and glowy and all of that good stuff. So I'm going to grab my matte Careblend pressed powder in dark and take some of that on my sheer cheek brush by Zoeva and just kind of bronze up my skin. I want to bronze up my cheeks, get some on the forehead. I just really want it to look quite bronzy. Okay, so moving on to contour, I'm going to grab the Kevyn Aucoin Sculpting Powder And I'm going to take some of that. Actually, no, I want to use my NARS Eater today. So I'm going to use my NARS Eater to contour my cheekbones, and I'm also going to contour my nose as well. Like I said, full beat, guys. Full beat today. For blush, I'm going to go ahead and use the Natasha Denona Blush Duo in number 9 and grab some of that on my MAC 168. I'm going to apply most of that to the apple of my cheek. Oh yes, yes. I don't know why, I'm loving blush. I've said this before, I'm like loving blush at the moment. And finally for highlight, I'm going to go ahead and use the Charlotte Tilbury Bar of Gold once again. I am actually going to spritz my brush a little bit with some Fix Plus because I want the highlight to look really metallic today. Like really, I said I wanted to go big, guys. I said I wanted to go all out, so I do want like a blinding highlight. Okay, and then finally for the lips, I'm going to go ahead and overdraw them with MAC Boldly Bare Lip Liner and go over the top with my favourite liquid lipstick in the entire world. My favourite nude is Stila Caramello. I wore this the other night and I got so many compliments on my lip combination and I was like, Stila Caramello. And then finally I'm going to give my face a little spritz, a little set, because there's a lot of powder on here. This is, I feel like I'm wearing makeup, like it feels heavy. So this is the Urban Decay Quick Fix, which I have been absolutely loving. It smells like, oh, not that the smell matters, but it smells like coconut. So I'm just going to give my face a couple of sprays with that. Oh, the mister on here is so good. I just gave myself a shower. It's all over my back as well. Nice.
Only when you wanna pay, you tend to forget everything I ever said. Skin on ground and shaking, I can barely stand. Girl, that's why I always keep you close to hand.